Yo, what's up? Bringing you that MLB The Show 20. So we're going to go over our predictions or just an outline of the potential rewards for the July Player of the Month. So just like every other program, we normally get 5 different cards, 4 Player of the Month cards, and then the lightning round. So we're going to show off those cards that we can get. Now, I feel like we have a pretty good set, but let's start off with MLB The Show 17 and all those potential cards. So starting off with MLB The Show 17, we have an 85 gold Tommy Pham. So once again, the ratings in 17 were completely different, and gold cards, I think they went up to 90, or was it 93? One or the other. I don't even remember. But we got a Tommy Pham. The only reason we show gold cards is because, you know, gold cards could be, once again, different rated in MLB The Show 20. And in the last program, in the June program, they took gold Mike Zunino and turned him into a diamond. So now we got to show all the golds. But Pham has great contact numbers. Or not great. He has good contact numbers, good power numbers. 93 power versus lefties, which could be pretty nice. And then it looks like he has around bronze or silver tiered fielding with 75 speed. So that is one of the options. Next, we have Chris Taylor. Would probably be great contact numbers. Like I could see him hitting 100. Okay power numbers, 40 vision, probably silver tier defense, and 74 speed. If they add a player like this, though, it would be a great utility card because he can play multiple positions. That's always nice to have, maybe for like a bench bat or just, you know, having a utility guy for pinch hitting purposes and, you know, just playing wherever you want in the field. Then we got Michael Conforto. Has great contact numbers versus righties, pretty poor against lefties. Great power versus righties, pretty poor. I mean, it's okay versus lefties, 47 vision, and then probably silver tier defense with 50 speed. Now, I don't think they would pick Conforto because he has a face of the franchise card, right? So I don't see them kind of double dipping on him to get a diamond card. But if he didn't have that card, definitely could have seen Conforto being an option here. Then we got probably our first diamond or just a diamond candidate, Jonathan Schoop. And I don't know why, but I just always like his swing. Could play second, third, and short. Looks like his contact numbers would be pretty good. And his power numbers, if they were to translate into 20 and have that above 80 threshold, I think that would be pretty nice. And then 60 vision's okay. Probably has gold tier defense and 59 speed. So just a player that I feel like he always does all right. Did I do good with him? I didn't even use him. I never even used him in 17. But yeah, I feel like he could be a solid card. He always has a nice swing, and whatever like his regular card is, normally it's a silver. That card is pretty good. So I wouldn't mind this card, I don't think. And then the final like player of the month guy is a 92 Aaron Nola. Would be completely different in 20, but from this card, 88 stamina, 77 hit per 9, 86 K per 9, 74 walk per 9. Got a curveball, fastball, sinker, and changeup. Doesn't he have a face of the franchise too? Yeah, he does. So actually, I don't think he would get a diamond. You know, I'm trying to avoid picking players that already have a diamond card. And if he has one, there's no point in kind of double dipping on Aaron Nola. You know what I mean? But this would have been an alright card. His per 9s are good, but he also has a face of the franchise, which kind of covers that. So right now, if they pick one player from 17, I think it's Jonathan Schoop. But the lightning guy for July 2017, James Paxton, he has 87 stamina, 79 hit per 9, 85 K per 9, 78 walk per 9. He has a fastball, curveball, cutter, changeup, and a sinker. We all know the cutter-sinker combo, probably the nastiest set to have right there. I honestly feel like I don't know who the other two are right now because I'm doing this one first, but I honestly feel like for July, the lightning guy should 100% be James Paxton. Definitely a good pitcher, left-handed option, and he has a pretty solid pitch repertoire. It would be nice if his per 9s get a little boost up in the 90s, which they pretty much have boosted all these guys a little bit compared to what they were in the year they took that Player of the Month card. So James Paxton, heavy candidate for Player of the Month for the lightning round, and I think he could be pretty nasty. Now on to 18. First one we have Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Great contact numbers. Well, probably would be great. I could see him going above 90 if he were to be an option, but I also don't see him picking him. He has bronze tier defense, right? Probably, yeah, bronze tier defense, 71 speed, okay power numbers, okay vision. So he's an option. Next we got a Carlos Rodon, has 93 stamina, 86 hit per 9, 74 K per 9, 50 walk per 9. So those per 9s are okay, but 94 fastball, 86 slider, 84 change, and a 94 two-seam. I don't really see this one being that good of an option. but he's still an option, so we're just throwing him in there. Next, we got Kole Calhoun, pretty much just good against righties. He's terrible against lefties. 54 vision, has gold tier defense, and 48 speed. Because this card is so one-sided and would definitely be like a platoon type of hitter, I don't see this being a good option. Our first diamond, Yasmani Grandal, and I'm trying to think if he has another diamond. I don't think he does, but Grandal would definitely be heavily considered. Has pretty good contact numbers, 86 versus righties, 73 versus lefties, 92 power versus righties is pretty nice. If they boost his numbers versus lefties and that hits 80, would be even better. 58 vision would be all right. The defense is okay. 76 is bronze tiered. The only negative, and this is with all Grandal cards, is that 7 speed. But a switch hitting catcher, I know a lot of people like his swing, so I definitely could see him being an option. And it wouldn't be a bad one, I don't think, either. And then we got a 89 Edwin Diaz. So I'm all for this card. 111 hit per 9, 115 K per 9, 61 walk per 9. Got a 97 fastball, 89 slaughter, 88 changeup. I feel like there's a high possibility that we can see Edwin Diaz. We don't have that many closing pitchers. Did we get one in the last one? No, we didn't, did we? I don't think we did. I don't even remember who we got in the last set, but Edwin Diaz, it would be nice to get a closing pitcher, and I feel like he's a card that probably won't see another diamond. So this is definitely the time to drop a diamond Edwin Diaz card. And the per 9s on this card are pretty good. Fastball, slider, changeup repertoire is not bad. So I'm all for this one. I'm all for this one right here. And then the last diamond from the sets, we got a 86 Corey Dickerson. Has 94 contact versus righties, 92 versus lefties, 86 power versus righties. So great contact numbers. Power numbers versus righties aren't bad. 87 vision's pretty good. And bronze tier defense. So that's kind of weak. But 66 speed. Another one that's kind of iffy. You know, he's definitely very good against righties. And probably could be a little bit better, especially if they were to boost his contact numbers. But Dickerson, I'm trying to think, like, as we go from 17 to 18, if he can fit into the 5 that get picked. And I don't really see it. Like, if they're taking someone from 18, I definitely put Edwin Diaz ahead, and even Yasmani Grandal. And they normally only pick 2 from each year. You know, that's the max is 2. So I don't really see Dickerson being an option, even though he's someone that probably will not get another diamond. Before we get into the actual player of the month card, there is another gold. Marco Gonzales has 89 stamina, 74 hit per 9, 68 K per 9, 82 walk per 9. So go walk per 9. Got a cutter, curveball, sinker, changeup, fastball, which I do think that pitch repertoire would be good. But because he's a gold card, I don't think they take this card and upgrade it up to a diamond. But if they did, I don't think it would be bad, to be honest. It would be a low end kind of diamond, but a solid diamond. I just don't see him doing that. And then the July player of the month for 2018, Matt Carpenter. 73 contact versus righties, 89 versus lefties, 101 power versus righties, 93 versus lefties, and 70 vision. Has probably bronze tier defense and 43 speed. So this was that one crazy month he had in 18. Can play first, second, and third. It's a nice card, but I still rather have James Paxton, I feel like. But this card has great power numbers, and his vision's not bad. That contact versus lefties is pretty good. One thing they could do, and maybe this is something they do later in the year, because all these lightning guys, they are pretty solid, and they already have taken like previous player of the month cards and put them into like classic packs. Like that Gary Sanchez card, I think he would have been part of the June player of the month, but they dropped him at the beginning of the year. So maybe we see sometime down the road another set of classic cards, and they could put all the lightning guys that they haven't put in these like throwback player of the month sets right here. But you know, Matt Carpenter is still a very solid option. I think I'm just all in getting James Paxton. I feel like that would be a beast of a pitcher right there. Now moving on to 2019, we have Alex Dickerson. Has 90 contact versus righties, 94 versus lefties, 95 power versus righties, 72 versus lefties, and 62 vision. And bronze tier defense, 42 speed. So definitely a good hitting card. I gotta see the rest in this set, but Dickerson is kind of a low end option, so I don't think they're trying to go with low end options. We got an 88 Travis d'Arnaud. Has 83 contact versus righties, 99 versus lefties, 64 power versus righties, and 118 versus lefties, and 62 vision. Bronze tier defense and 46 speed. So if they're trying to go with a catcher, I think I favor Grandal over d'Arnaud. But d'Arnaud, great power versus lefties, and he is pretty solid against lefties, but you got two catchers going up against each other. Grandal looks a little bit better, also being a switch hitter. Then we got an 88 Danny Santana, has 90 contact versus righties, 113 versus lefties, 72 power versus righties, and 104 versus lefties, and 50 vision. Has bronze tier defense and 67 speed. So this would be the ideal utility guy because he can play everywhere on the field. Good versus lefties, okay vision. Not a bad card. Not a bad card, not a great card though. Then we got an 88 Patrick Corbin. Doesn't Corbin already have a diamond? I feel like Corbin already has a diamond. I don't remember though. But he has 91 stamina, 78 hit per 9, 91 K per 9, 79 walk per 9. Has an 82 slider, 92 two-seam, 92 four-seam, 81 change, and a 68 curveball. It could be a pretty effective card though. And he has a good mix, pitch repertoire, and pitch speed differential. So if he were to get a card, I think it would be pretty good. But if they're going for like certain pitchers, I'm still saying James Paxton is that one pitcher, and then Edwin Diaz for a bullpen guy. And if there's already two pitchers locked in, then I definitely want to see three other hitters and just not a whole set of pitchers. You know what I mean? Then we got a 90 Tommy Kahnle, has 105 hit per 9, 104 K per 9, 73 walk per 9, with an 87 change, a 97 four-seam, and an 83 slider. So would be a pretty good guard, has good per 9s, but I'd rather have Edwin Diaz, I think. You know, I think Diaz would be a little bit more effective. His per 9s, I think, were better too. So if they're going with a bullpen guy, give me Diaz over Kahnle. Even though Kahnle's not bad. Then we got a 91 Ramon Laureano, 96 contact versus righties, 108 versus lefties, 95 power versus righties, 66 versus lefties. Got the diamond tier defense, 99 arm strength, and 79 speed. So pretty solid contact hitter. Power versus righties is pretty good. And then obviously a really good defensive player. And it's not a bad card. You know, I definitely could see them maybe throwing this one in here just to switch it up a little bit. But 91 Laureano, let me know what you guys think about that. Then we got a 91 Seth Lugo, has 31 stamina, 109 hit per 9, 94 K per 9, 90 walk per 9. Got a 95 four-seam, 80 curve, 94 two-seam, 88 slider, and an 85 changeup. So I think that pitch repertoire is pretty good. Right-handed arm, kind of the same with Tommy Kahnle. You know, I'd rather have Edwin Diaz if they're going to give us one bullpen arm. And I think Lugo had a better motion in 19. Maybe it was 18 too. I don't remember. But I feel like he had a better motion. And in 20, it's not the same motion. So maybe he's not as effective. But this card looks good. I mean, the positive with this card, though, is he does have a better pitch repertoire. So if we were to get Lugo over Diaz or Kahnle, he does have the pitch repertoire. It's a little bit more with the variety. But the other guys have better per 9s. Except Lugo also has a better walk per 9. So there's definitely options to get a bullpen arm in the July Player of the Month. And then we got a 91 Mike Clevenger. He has 89 stamina, 81 hit per 9, 96 K per 9, 82 walk per 9. Got a 96 fastball, 81 slider, 77 curveball, and an 85 changeup. So his per 9s are pretty solid. You know, they're all above 80. And those would definitely, I feel like, need to get boosted. But I don't really care for Clevenger. This is not a card I would want to see. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just don't care to see Clevenger. So those are the Player of the Month guys. And then the lightning round is a 97 Lourdes Gurriel, has 112 contact versus righties, 81 versus lefties, 108 power versus righties, and 113 versus lefties, and 93 vision. Has silver tier defense and 58 speed. Can play third, first, second, and left field. So that's nice. Has great contact numbers, great power numbers, 93 vision. Honestly, if they choose a hitter, Gurriel is probably better than Carpenter, but Gurriel's probably the last one I want to see of the three, to be honest. So those are the cards right there. Let me know which 5 you guys want to see. Now, this program probably won't drop until next week, I'm assuming, because there's nothing on the updated schedule right now. So probably next Friday, I would expect that the July Player of the Month program drops. But let me know which 5 you guys would like to see. Normally, they take 2, 2, and 1. So, in my opinion, the 5 I would want to see, I want James Paxton as the lightning guy. Definitely prefer him over Matt Carpenter and Lourdes Gurriel. And then I would like to see Edwin Diaz, let's say Yasmani Grandal, maybe Jonathan Schoop and Laureano. I think those are a strong 5 to go after. But let me know which 5 you guys would like to see. And I guess that's it. So, until the next one, if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, drop a like in the video. Thank you guys for watching. And I'm out.